Well, guys, welcome back to Fog Wrestling. We're back with another Monday Night Raw review. It's just me reviewing it tonight because someone else jobbed it. But we kick off this show with the Miz TV, and I mean, this wasn't the worst Miz TV because it was a pretty decent announcement. But what is the obsession with having to do this every week? You know what I mean? It's just like what is going on? Morrison, McIntyre's awful, guys. That's the bottom line. I mean, the best thing about this was Miz announcing himself not being in the Chamber match. So, where will this lead to? It leads to a Miz Kofi Kingston match later. If Miz wins, Morrison's in it. If Kofi wins, he's in it. We then have our first match of the night. It's the Hurt Business MVP and the other two taking on Lucha House Party and Matt Riddle. Before this match, they were talking about who's your favourite president's Lucha House Party. I mean, they were obviously never going to say Trump, but he starts talking about Harrison Ford in that movie where he's on the plane. And what was this? About 28 years ago, mate. And it's not even like it was a fucking great movie. If you're going to talk about movies that are that old, I mean, let's be real, there hasn't been a good movie in about 15 fucking years. But if you're going to talk about movies that old, talk about ones that are actually good. I mean, who's actually going on I mean, who at home watching this product, right? Harrison fucking Ford. Of all the actors you could name, Harrison Ford, a fucking jobber. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. Um, the face team win. Lashley comes out after the match, absolutely annihilates them. I thought Keith Lee was going to make an appearance here, but he doesn't. And that's really about it for that. Meanwhile, we have a decent. This is actually a decent segment backstage between the Miz and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Like, I hate Kingston, I hate Xavier Woods, and I think the Miz is pretty lame. I mean, Adam Pearce was the worst part about it, but then again, he's probably the worst part about the fucking show. Um, and this basically was set up the match. They were ripping the pish of his movies, the Marine 5 and 6. I mean, the fact the Marine ever got to the stage of even making a third one, let alone a sixth one, is a catastrophe in itself. We then have Lacey Evans and who the hell was it? Peyton Royce, I believe, taking on Asuka and Charlotte Flair. I mean, I'm borderline falling asleep at this stage, like Yar during Raw. And then I think they've took a leaf out of our 2 series, man. Lacey Evans jumps off the apron, grabs the mic, and says she's pregnant. Obviously, Ric Flair's the quote unquote kayfabe daddy here, which is great. At least this storyline's going somewhere. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's WWE 2021. It'll be ruined within 2 weeks. But you know what? At least we're going somewhere with it. Bad Bunny wins the 24/7 championship, which is no bad, to be honest. I don't mind this guy. And then you see him talking backstage with Damian Priest as he has been the last couple of weeks. And this Damian Priest guy, why not stick him in the chamber match? Kofi Kingston's pish. Morrison is kind of just a goofball at the minute. So why not stick this Damian Priest guy in it? He actually looks like he has something about him. I don't say that about many NXT guys. Well, being real, I don't say it about any of them. But this guy looks like he has something about him. And yeah, they've jobbed them out here. Meanwhile, we have what was it? What was our next match? I think it was just the Miz taking on Kofi Kingston. I didn't even know who I wanted to win here. I prefer Morrison. I really hate Kingston. So yeah, I probably wanted the Miz to win. He doesn't. Kingston wins. He's in the chamber. At least he's not winning it. I mean, that's one moment I can take for this. Then after the match, we get a couple of segments backstage with Randy Orton. Then we get Alexa Bliss one about the Fiend. Some good stuff here. Can't complain about it. And then we get a match between Lana and Shayna Baszler. Oh my god. Just Lana's awful. Naomi's awful. Baszler's awful. And the worst of the four, Nia Jax is there, man. Get in the fucking bin. We then have Strowman backstage asking Adam Pearce why he's not in the chamber match. And yeah, I mean, but like, just look at Strowman, look at Kingston. Enough said. I mean, Strowman actually looks like half a star. Kingston just looks like mid card for life. You know, and then we cut to the gauntlet match. We kick off with AJ Styles and Kofi Kingston, who's now been inserted into this. He's now in another gauntlet match. Get this guy off the fucking telly, man. Thankfully, AJ Styles eliminates Kofi Kingston Bagar. McIntyre comes out, eliminates Styles. Then we get Jeff Hardy. I mean, this guy just gets shafted, Jeff Hardy. Like, absolutely shafted, guys. I mean, this is Jeff Hardy. One of the few stars they have left. And he gets treated like a jobber. McIntyre wins. Out comes Randall Keith Orton, who we put in at number one in our top 10 wrestlers as of right now. He gets eliminated by count out though after Alexa Bliss appears on the TV screens around the arena. So Orton, I mean, it protects him, I guess. He doesn't get pinned, doesn't know, I mean, so count out. And then out comes our last man. It is Sheamus, but doesn't come down the ramp. Attacks Drew from behind, and surprisingly, about this, actually beats him clean with a bro kick. Obviously, McIntyre was in there for 40 odd minutes. Um, and also, I mean, he attacked him from behind initially, but there was nothing dodgy in the end. I thought maybe Orton would help him, but he didn't. And yeah, the show goes off the air with Sheamus being the last entrant to the Elimination Chamber. And to be honest, not the worst Raw. Like, WWE's dead. Wrestling as a whole is dead. But this was no bad for today's standards. I'll give this one a 3.5 out of 10. Much better than SmackDown. I mean, the Ric Flair thing, Bad Bunny winning the title. The Gauntlet match wasn't that bad. And the Miz announcement, a few segments were no bad too. So 3.5 out of 10.